The invisible invitation. Save this video so you can always return to it when you need a little warmth or encouragement. Claire sat alone in the bustling cafeteria, the noise around her fading into the background. She tapped on her phone, pretending to scroll, but the truth was, she felt small and out of place. She peeked over the rim of her screen and noticed another student sitting alone. Max. His shoulders were slightly hunched, his face buried in concentration as he toyed with his lunch tray. They mirrored each other, solitude in a crowd. Something deep within nudged Claire, a quiet yet persistent invitation to do something unusual for her. Ignoring the butterflies in her stomach, she stood up, picked up her lunch tray, and took a shaky step forward. "Mind if I sit here?" Claire's voice wavered, but her words carried warmth. Max looked up in surprise, his eyes widening as if he hadn't heard someone speak directly to him in weeks. It wasn't just relief in his expression, it was gratitude. A smile broke across his face, small but genuine. "Sure," he said. What started as a simple question unraveled into a conversation bubbling with excitement. Their nerves settled as they discovered they shared a love for drawing, exchanging stories about the comics they doodled and the dreams they sketched. Laughter danced between bites of their lunches, and in that brief interaction, loneliness loosened its grip on both of them. Neither of them knew that this small, seemingly insignificant moment would plant the seeds of a friendship that would grow for years to come. Time zipped forward, and their bond only deepened. Together, they navigated awkward high school phases, celebrated victories, comforted each other's heartbreaks, and cheered on their creative pursuits. One day, years later, Max brought up that cafeteria moment. The two of them were flipping through old sketchbooks, reminiscing about their teenage artistic dreams, when he paused and said, "You know, Claire, that day when you decided to sit with me, you didn't just join me for lunch, you reminded me I wasn't invisible." Claire froze for a moment, blinking back tears. She'd had no idea what her little act had meant to him. To her, it had been a moment of courage, a small step out of her comfort zone. To Max, it had been a lifeline he didn't even realize he needed. "I was in such a dark place before that," Max admitted softly. "And then you came over, and it felt like someone finally saw me. You reminded me that I mattered." One act of kindness, birthed from vulnerability, had created a ripple effect in their lives. Claire never imagined that standing up, tray in hand, would mean so much to someone else. Max never anticipated that someone who started as a stranger could turn into the most significant figure in his journey of self-worth. It's easy to underestimate the power of our small, everyday gestures. A smile, a kind word, an invitation to sit together at the right time, they can echo in someone's life forever. What we might see as a fleeting moment could be, for someone else, the turning point they've been waiting for. Next time you see someone sitting alone, looking down, or just lost in thought, remember Claire and Max. That invisible invitation to show kindness may be waiting for you to answer it. You don't have to be perfect or eloquent, just be there. Today might be the day you remind someone they're not invisible. You might have more power than you know to light up a moment, to make someone feel valued, seen, and less alone. It takes courage, and yes, it's often a little uncomfortable. But the rewards of that small step can ripple farther than you can imagine. Have you ever experienced a moment where someone's small act of kindness changed your day or even your life? Share your story in the comments below. Your story might be the spark someone else needs to take their step toward kindness. Save this video for the days when you need that hopeful reminder, and don't forget to share it with a friend who might need encouragement today. Together, let's make the world a little brighter, one step of courage at a time.